Tonight, John Boehner announces he will step down as Speaker of the House. And what does he do but trash conservatives?
Absolutely. They're unrealistic. The Bible says beware of false prophets.
Members of the House Freedom Caucus tonight are here to respond.
This is a plan that's simple, that's a major reduction. I think people are going to be very happy.
Also, Donald Trump unveils his new tax plan.
This is my wheelhouse. That's what I do well.
Also, we have the latest poll numbers. Ainsley Earhardt is at the Hannity Big Board tonight with a full report. And a new book claims Hillary Clinton has major health issues and even turned to Hollywood to help make her more likable. Author Ed Klein will be in studio with all the details. Plus, President Obama comes face to face with Vladimir Putin at the UN. Hannity starts right here, right now. And welcome to Hannity. Tonight, big developments in the race for 2016. With just more than 4 months to go until the Iowa caucus, polls on both sides of the aisle appear to be tightening. Joining us now with a full report, Fox and Friends First co-host, our own Ainsley Earhardt. Ainsley.
Hello, Sean. Yeah, tonight we have some brand new polls, and they're revealing outsider candidates continue to surge in the 2016 presidential race. Former neurosurgeon Dr. Ben Carson is now within just 1 point of Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. This is according to a brand new NBC Wall Street Journal poll. Then Senator Marco Rubio, as you can see, and Carly Fiorina, they are tied in third place with 11% each. But according to another recent national poll, Donald Trump is maintaining a 5-point lead over Dr. Carson. But when you look at the all-important primary state of New Hampshire, Donald Trump has a commanding double-digit lead there over his closest opponent, which is Carly Fiorina. Then on the other side of the aisle, you have more bad news for Hillary Clinton as Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders continues to surge with 35% of the vote nationally. He is only trailing Hillary by 7 points. But the polls aren't the only thing that we have to report tonight. Republican frontrunner Donald Trump just rolled out his brand new tax plan earlier today.
This is a plan that's simple, that's a major reduction. I think people are going to be very happy. We've already had some very good reviews. I did the plan with some of the leading scholars and economists and tax experts that there are in this country. They love it. They say, why hasn't this been done before? And this is my wheelhouse. That's what I do well.
All right, so what are the highlights of this ambitious tax reform? They include no more federal income tax for individuals if you make less than $25,000 a year or for couples that earn less than $50,000 a year. Additionally, I should say, this plan aims to reduce the number of federal tax brackets. Right now we have 7 tax brackets. He wants to reduce it down to 4, and it would seek to dramatically lower the corporate tax rate as well. It would also completely eliminate the so-called death tax. Many people are happy about that. So how does Mr. Trump plan to pay for all these cuts? According to his proposal, tax loopholes and deductions would almost all be eliminated. Sean, back to you.
This is a great, Ainsley, stay with us right there. Also with the reaction from the Washington Times, Charles Hurt, Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. Peter, I'm going to tell you, I like this plan for a lot. He's telling half of America, 75 million Americans, you will pay nothing in federal income taxes. And while many of them haven't been paying anyway, he's highlighting it. Smart move politically.
Devil's in the details, but he's also hijacking Democrat and independent voters. He's going straight into the heart of Democratic America and saying, listen, look at what Trump is doing. The billionaire wants to cut average Americans' taxes. I don't know whether he can do it or not. Maybe the numbers are there, maybe they're not. But it is a dramatic proposal that's going to change the emphasis of this election big time.
Charles, I agree with you. I think this is a serious plan for all the people that were critical, saying there's no substance. Charles Hurt, he is also saying there's a couple of other things need to happen. He's going to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. He also said he would cut new deals with other entities, other countries. And I think what is the most underreported part of this is a one-time repatriation of corporate cash held overseas, a 10% one-time rate. We have trillions of dollars that corporations will not bring back to this country. Now with a lower corporate tax rate of 15%, that means businesses, America's open for business. We will be the tax safe haven that corporations and businessmen will go to if this becomes law. I like it a lot.
As Donald Trump said, this is his wheelhouse, and he does understand what smart business people are doing all over the world, and that is moving abroad because they're trying to escape the highest tax rate, corporate tax rate in the industrialized world. What I think the second thing that is so important about this proposal today is that it signifies that Donald Trump has outlasted his harshest critics. Remember when he announced, everyone laughed at him, everyone mocked him, and then he took off in the polls, and he continues to remain at the top of the heap. But now you have people coming back around, reporters, all the experts in politics coming back around, and they're having to deal with substantive issues with Donald Trump, and he's setting the agenda. It's truly amazing and an enormous accomplishment for him.
My guess, Ainsley, is you look at the details of this plan, every other candidate now is going to be responding to this. He hit a couple of hot-button issues when he talked about that when we hear government unemployment numbers, they're fraudulent, they're fake, they're phony.
Right.
If you're chronically unemployed, we don't count you. And I think the funniest moment in the presser today was when he said, why do we pay $1 million for a soccer field, for Gitmo detainees? Why are they playing soccer? Give them a ball. And then he said, why are we giving them a ball? Why are they playing soccer?
It's government waste, and that's what we're all sick of. We want some change, and that's why I think some of these front runners are the anti-Washington establishment, because we're sick of the waste. It's our hard-earned dollars. We all wake up early in the morning. We put our kids on the bus. We try to go out and make money so that we can put food on the table, and we don't want that money wasted. When I give taxes, I want it to be spent wisely.
When you point out that 75 million Americans under this plan, Peter, will not pay a penny in federal income taxes, that is a huge plus. How does Hillary grab the narrative back that Republicans hate the poor?
Very, very hard. And this goes to the heart of what we said weeks ago, that Donald Trump needs a policy. He needs a plan. He's coming up with a policy and a plan. The hard left likes to say that he's the George Wallace candidate of the 21st century. Now, with this plan that has meat on the bones, he's saying this is all about economic inequality, economic inaction in this country. It's about take-home pay. How much are you taking home out of your check every week or every 2 weeks? And he says, I want to restore the American dream. I don't know if it can be done, but it's igniting a new paradigm of thought in this country.
I think it's going to advance a narrative. Now, short of maybe a flat tax, a fair tax, which other conservatives want, this is a conservative plan. Charles, if I were to give one critique or criticism, and it's minor, and he might bring it up in a separate policy position, is I'd like to see energy independence. I think there's a lot of jobs, a lot of finances, a lot of money for the government sitting underneath the ground, and I would assume that that'll be added later.
Yeah, and I think he's probably going to address a few other things. But if you look at what he has addressed so far with very specific, concrete policy position papers, taxes, guns, and immigration. Those are three of the most vitally important issues that concern conservatives.
I also think it's going to help
across the
next
lines.
debate, because now he's going to refer to what he has written down, what he has put on paper. All right, guys, great reporting. Good to see you, Peter.
Good to see you.
All right, coming up, after announcing that he is stepping down as the House Speaker, John Boehner, he's now attacking conservative Republicans. Now, members of the House Freedom Caucus, they are here tonight to respond. Later, according to a new book, the server scandal could be the least of Hillary Clinton's problems. We'll check in with author Ed Klein. He's up next with shocking new information that may derail the Clinton campaign. Also, questions about Hillary's health, plus reaction to President Obama and Vladimir Putin's meeting at the UN today as we continue.